Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Garance and today I am going to talk about the media that shaped my month of April 2026. I will be talking about books, movies, TV shows, and music. The timestamps will be in the description so that you can skip to what you care about the most. I have to warn you, this month was pretty slow in terms of medias for me. I went on vacation for a week and because the weather was nice, I spent a lot of time outside, so I don't have much to talk about in this video actually. Let's start with the movies. I started my month by watching There's No Business Like Show Business. I actually got it on YouTube. I had never seen that movie, and as a lover of musical and of all films, this one is a masterpiece. We follow a family of performers as the kids get older and discover their own passion and things that they love. We're trying to see if the family is going to manage to stay and perform together. The singing numbers are great, the costumes are amazing. I like the plot and the casting. Truly a great movie. Again, on YouTube, I watched the movie Stromboli. Stromboli. Just like in the last video, this is a movie by Roberto Rossellini starring Ingrid Bergman. It's available for a while on Arte Cinema if you're interested. I had no idea what this movie was about, so I didn't know what I was getting into, but it was great. We follow a woman who gets married and moves to an isolated and weird island. She wants to escape, but she's physically and mentally trapped there, and it gets a bit tense. It was really great, and I'm glad I watched this movie. For the next movie, I made the trip all the way to the theater. I went to see The Drama. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I made a full review, so if you are interested, you can go check it out. But I liked the movie. There were a few things that bothered me, but I liked the acting and I thought the movie was interesting. And finally, I watched a French movie, again available on Arte Cinema, called Razia sur la chenoute. This is a thriller that takes place in the 50s, where we follow a man who is newly appointed at the head of drug dealing gangs. I guess the twist of this movie, but I still thought it was great. The only thing that icked me out was that the main character, who is a man probably mid 50s, was sleeping with a 22-year-old. Yikes. But this is a normal movie, so. In terms of TV shows, again, I haven't watched a lot. I am watching High Potential Season 2. I like this show not as much as the French version, but still. If I think of it as a different show and not a remake, I like it a lot more. Something else I was very excited for was Malcolm in the Middle Life's Still Unfair. This is a miniseries sequel to the show Malcolm in the Middle. I love this show, I used to watch it as a child, and I actually watched it not too long ago. So I couldn't wait to see this. And I thought it was so cool. It was pretty short and probably could have been a movie, but I thought it was a good balance of nostalgia and youth. We have a lot of the old characters, a few new ones, and more diversity. I find it very funny and true to the original show. I only have one book to talk about, and I explain why. This book is an audiobook from Audible called Witchcraft in a Western Tradition, written by Jennifer McNabb. It explores witch hunts across Europe mostly, how they worked, who was accused, how the victims were persecuted, etc. It was very educational and interesting. So, although I did not finish any of the book this month, I spent the entire month reading Les Miserables by Victor Hugo. This is a big book, and I just finished the first part, which is like 1,000 pages. Hopefully, I'll talk about this book next month if I am done with it. But so far, I love it. There's another audiobook I listened to this month and finished during the first day of May, and I will also talk about it in the next video. In April, I listened to one album and one EP. The album is Worst Girl in America by Slater. I had heard about Slater and I was curious, and I can say I really like her album. My favorite songs are Beat Up Chanel's, I'm Actually Kind of Famous, and Yes God. I thought the album was super cool and the visuals were great. There are music videos for each song, so I'm not gonna go over all of them, but I thought they all look great. Just from the visuals, I was able to tell like who she was and what her personality was, etc. I thought it was so good, and a few of her songs definitely made it into my playlist. And the EP I listened to is Songs I Wrote in New York by Simone Ashley. I didn't know her as an actress, I was curious to listen to her music. This is her first EP, and I thought it was okay. It's not like super original, it kinda sounds like everyone else. By that I mean she doesn't set herself apart. Like that's okay, that's her first project and that's understandable. The songs were not bad, her voice was good, but it felt a bit flat. Hopefully she keeps making music so I can see how she evolves. Let's go to some music videos now. I watched Millions by Say Now. This is a band I really like and the music videos always look very cool. Both the video and the girls look great, I loved it. I watched Shoes in Texas by Ella Longley. I don't usually listen to this kind of music, but this song was number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 for a while, so I was curious. I don't have strong opinions about the song, I don't think it's for me, but the music video was great. It felt like a short film with a storyline and everything. It was a great video. I watched House Tour by Sabrina Carpenter. This was one of my favorite songs from her last album, and although the video looks great, I was kind of expecting something else. Like, don't get me wrong, it was fun and it looked good, but I feel like the song and the video don't tell the same story, so I was a bit confused. I then watched Elizabeth Taylor by Taylor Swift. This video is a compilation of clips of Elizabeth Taylor, and the money from this video is going to the Elizabeth Taylor AIDS Foundation, which I really appreciate. The editing is incredible, the clips match the lyrics, and as someone who loves old movies, this really shows how iconic Elizabeth Taylor is. I watched Night at the Opera by Ime, I don't know how to pronounce that. This is not an artist I usually listen to, but I came across the video. It looked really cool, and you can tell there's a lot of work behind it. The song was nice as well. I watched Hysteria by Bibi Rexha. This felt more like a visualizer, but I understand that she doesn't have the budget to make big music videos. I finally watched Pinky Up by Cat's Eye. I didn't care for the song, the music video, it was okay. I like Nolly, and I like when they go into weird directions, but it feels like lately all they do is release weird songs with no soul, just that people can talk about them. I will listen to their new EP when it's released, but I hope it's not filled with songs like this because I really like the last one. I watched Mad Woman by Lowy. I don't know how to pronounce that either. Again, this is not an artist I usually listen to, but the video has some nice cameos, so I watched it. I liked the song and the video was really cool. There was a storyline, some cool acting, and it was fun. I watched She Did It Again by Tala and Zara Larson. What an iconic music video, like very in the line of Beautiful Liar and I Can't Remember to Forget You. The song is great and the video looks really cool. I watched Drop Dead by Olivia Rodrigo. I have to say I don't really care for the song, I didn't really connect with it, but like that's okay. The music video looks cool, but given the lyrics, I was expecting something different. The first single is not really for me, I guess, so we'll see about the second one. I watched KGB by Adela. I had heard about her, but I had never listened to her music, and oh my god, I missed out on something. The song is incredible, the music video is even better, the choreography is insane. I truly loved it. I watched the choreography versions of both Liquid by Flo and Dance by Slater. I like watching different videos for the same song. This is like so creative and so much work, so I really appreciate when artists do that. And finally, I watched Runway by Lady Gaga and Doechii. Now, it took me a minute to like this song, but now I'm like obsessed. The music video looks so cool, they really did a great job together. I hear they have more music coming together and I can't wait. Well, that's it. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and hopefully I'll see you next month for another recap.